What's up? It's me, Jonas. So, I see this going two ways here. Like, I can tell them, build it, and they can have the money. Or, I can tell them, build it, and they just want to talk about it all day long. Now, if I know this person and I know they got the money and they want to do it, this is America. They got any right to build any kind of firearm that they want or have me build any kind. That's what my service is there for. But there's only one other option or one other way that I can see that if they want to do it, they're going to do it, whether they got to save the money or whether they got to mortgage their house. I mean, to have this gun. I mean, people do a lot of crazy things over guns, and people do a lot of crazy things to be successful. If they're coming to you, then they're not cheating. They're not, they're not doing it in an unsafe manner. So yeah, I'd probably help them. But the only other thing I could really recommend for them, if they still want to fire a weapon and they want to be worth something while doing it, and they for believe in our Second Amendment the way I do, what it's there for, and they've got the money, because if they're going to go to this extent to make some rifle like the last lady we had as our subject matter with her 700. It could cost them a lot of money, or if it's going to cost a lot of money, just ask them, have they ever thought about investing in class 3? Because you might not be able to hit something with one bullet, but you might be able to hit an area with a bunch of bullets. Though the society frowns upon it, our Second Amendment is there to defend against tyranny that's going on right now, and like nobody cares. But it is there to defend against tyranny, and that does need that we have to have people out there with class 3s that's ready to use them when it comes time. I don't believe that the class 3 should have anything against them. I believe it's harder to hit something. It's harder to hit a whole group of people with automatic fire. I mean, even old setup dude, what's his name? The one at the 91 Harvest Festival, where they harvested a bunch of those people for the New World Order. They talked about like in 1991 that, George Bush was saying that we're going to start a new world order. And, all the adults were like, well, we're going to vote him in for president. I'm like, he's trying to start a new world order. Y'all ain't paying attention. But then I realized most humans don't pay attention, and I digress because I'm off subject. But anyhow, that guy from that place in Vegas, he could have shot a lot more people had he just been aiming down the sights and quit messing with that damn bump fire thing. Because they just ran around like fish in a bowl, like, ah! And I'm sorry to talk about it like this, but, I was a service member, and I've engaged enemy, and enemies engaged me. And there were civilians in the mix a bunch of times. And, with all this automatic fire going on, we never hit somebody, and the enemy combatants rarely hit anybody that was civilians that was running, trying to get out of there. I don't know if Americans are just dumb, but that's also kind of heartless to say, but there's a lot of them that aren't stepping up as Americans. So if this one wants to step up and purchase that class 3, and they've got the means to do it with, and they've got the record to do it with, I mean, get it, because hey man, it's still a lot of fun to just light this whole berm up right here in front of us and watch what it'll do to this oak tree over here. I mean, they can feel better about hitting something, or they can spend $5,000 or $6,000 on a Rossi 1022 or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's only a couple different ways it can go, but if they got the money, do it. I mean, this is America. It's America. And the second protects the rest of them. I think it's kind of dumb that a place where anybody could be an insurgent, they get to walk around with their rifles in the market and stuff and just, hey, my friend got married, check this out. I'm so happy for him. Pop, 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 pop. But here in America, we can't even be like, hey, I'm walking to the fishing hole over here and there's moccasins at the lake and them things usually try and get after me without showing a fishing pole and all this and that and a fishing license and all this just because you're open carrying walking down the side of the road in a rural area. Not free. But again, I digress and I'm going to pull off that. And that's my reasoning. If they want it, it's America. If they can legally own it, they can legally own it. If they've got the means to do it with